I'm doing this review of the promag, aka pretty much side mounting scope rail. As you can probably tell right there, I actually painted it with some camouflage paint, the non-Krylon round. Let's see. Sorry for the crappy camera work. No bipod, so what are you gonna get? This stuff matched pretty good to the tapco stock, which I might do another review. Natchez. Let me see if I got a catalog around here somewhere. Show you what the name actually looks like. Very cheap on gun stuff. This mount was around average actually. It was about $32. Not sure how well you can see it. And then I got just a cheap BSA red dot scope. They have a 42mm one for $20. This one is 30mm one for $20, but that's the only one that they had in stock. I got a 3-part kit, which I haven't seen for that many spots for, get this, on Midway you might find it for $45 for that. I got the whole set for $53, $54. Then the $17 muzzle brake for $10, and little sight add-ins. See that pretty well right there. For about $3 instead of $5. So they have some pretty darn cheap stuff, and I've seen the K-Nock stocks for shotguns for pretty darn cheap. So back to this, I just put a coating on that to sort of help it match with up here on this stocks, and it just uses Allen screws. One of the things that I think could have been better is if they included an Allen screw that had like a head on it. That way you could tighten it down by hand and take it off quicker. But besides that, this mount you can actually use your sights with, which is one of the upsides to this. It gives you a nice amount of clearance for your sights, but then your optic is placed way high, so your chin's going to be over the stock instead of really a cheek weld. But and then let's see, 1, 2, 3. I believe you have 6. I believe it's Picatinny rail mounts up here. And well, yeah, while I get this off, I'll start talking about the red dot. Red dot's a 5 MOA, pretty cheap. Feels like it has an aluminum tube, and like this plastic top right here is, well, plastic, but that feels like aluminum down there. The mount is pretty interesting. It actually doesn't always come off right sometimes on this one, just the way I have it in. But on one side you have your 3x8 inch mount, and then you flip it over and you have your 5x8 inch mount. So that I thought was pretty interesting. That way you could use it on like an air gun or something, and then flip it over and you can use it on a shotgun or a regular rail. Let's see, what else? Anything else? Yeah, well, that was my first review. Pretty good so far. Everything I've gotten for this, the front sights up here. There's a 5-pack from Tapco. Tapco muzzle brake, $10. Seems pretty good. Those all seem pretty good from Tapco. One of the things I was having trouble with was my cleaning rod. I don't know if yours are bent, but mine's bent. And it seems to hit a part down here with this hand guard on. And it never did that with the wood one, so I don't know if that's just how they made it. Let's get a nice top view there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Has holes, so I guess you could put some sort of a mount in there. Yeah, overall pretty good. Nice storage in the bottom. I was able to fit my cleaning kit for my other AK in there. If you take the lens cap off and then just put some paracord and an Allen wrench for the side mount on there, and that's what I got running in there. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.